What's up, YouTube? It's me, Spread DJ here. Welcome back to another live stream. We are indeed live. And finally, yes, welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. Been a hot minute since I've said that, but welcome back, everybody. Coming to an equal conclusion. Doki Literature Club Plus, DDLC Plus, episode 23, number 23. Welcome back, everyone, to Doki Literature Club Plus. DDLC Plus is back again, and it's time we dive back into this game for more psychological horror fun. Last time we finished the base DDLC again, and our efforts of saving and loading again and again paid off. We achieved a good ending, and we even spent some time with Monica before Sayori thanked us for our hard work. So, we're done now, right? And series ends here? Well, not quite. We still got a couple of remaining things to complete before we achieve 100%. Today, we read the final side story, Equals. This side story, I assume, must be the epilogue of sorts to cap off all the other side stories. The girls have learned a lot, and it's time that they all come together once more, and put those lessons to use. Let's give Equals a read and see how this story, how this story on the plus side of things ends. What does Equals bring to the table? Will I enjoy reading it as much as I have all the other side stories thus far? What will Monica, Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki have to say during this club meeting? What messages does this bring to the table? And will this help us reach 100%, or are we just a little more, or is there just a little more we need to reach for it? What remaining things will await us upon finishing the story? What are my plans following this episode? Only one way to find out. If you're excited to see more DDLC Plus today, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. Perfect time to cut the intro music off. Story of Friendship and Literatures is our intro music. You'll see why very soon. Apologies, my friends. Got my allergies kicking in a little bit, but I had the energy to stream, so we're doing the DLC stream today, so it has been a little bit. We're going to play catch-up, we're going to talk a little bit, we're going to read the side story, and I'm going to talk about my plans, because, you may have wondered that it's been quite a big gap between the last episode and this episode. We'll get into that. We'll touch upon that, and we will do what we usually do. As I open it in the wrong tab, and hey, look at our trend continues for this series. I didn't even say it. The tab just lets me know. The game is on sale till December 17th. You can get the game on sale. How is it that every time almost every time I stream this game, it's on sale some way, shape, or form? If you haven't picked up this game yet, I don't know why you haven't. You should definitely pick it up and get it. Just get this game. It's been a fantastic game, and you should definitely play it. It's the #1 psychological horror experience for a reason there, people. Again, as we look at the page, again, we've seen this time again, mind-shattering horror, full HD visuals, side stories, 13 music tracks, and 100 plus unlockables. With our stars of the show, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. There's the console ports, the merch, newsletter. It's all here. It's all here for your viewing pleasure. And again, game is on sale right now until December 17th. So if you want to pick up the game, now might be the time. So yes, welcome everyone. Hope you guys like the thumbnail. It is a little simple, but it is still in the mostly same style as all previous side story thumbnails. So I hope you guys like it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So yeah, obviously we also gotta go check out the playlist, and this will give me time to talk about the big gap between last episode and this episode. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus, DDLC Plus. A game we started back in 2022. And as you can see, obviously, and as you follow the playlist, you can see our very first playthrough with a couple of the side stories in the very first playthrough, and me getting the switch port in between the finale of the first playthrough. Then we had the speedrun stream at episode 15, a clip from my switch port playthrough. The Secret Unlockables Part 2, two-parter I should say, not Part 2 but two-parter. Then we have our second major run where we were going in and doing every route. We did the Natsuki route. We started reading more side stories. We did the Yuri route. We're reading more side stories. You know, we did the Sayori route. We started doing more side stories. Obviously, this one split into two parts earlier this year. We had, you know, finishing up Act 2 again. You know, reading one of the last major side stories, which that was one of the top ones for me, was Self-Love. That was one of my favorite ones out of the bunch. And obviously, about 4 months ago, we had me getting the good ending. I finished it up, and I think I did admit in that stream that there probably was gonna be a break. I didn't expect it to be towards like the last month of the year, but I did release what was originally a clip on a stream, I think episode 6. I released a secret file video back in September just to like have it for completion's sake, because we got the achievement during that video. So that's why you have this metaverse video right here. If you haven't checked this out, it's a quick little simple like non-edited reaction to the secret lore. And now we're back here on December 3rd to read the last side story and see just how much more we have to go to reach 100%. Because we are in the end game. We've been in the end game since DDLC.exe is not responding. We've been in the end game since here, or even since the first side story of the year. Technically, we were in the end game, I guess, even at the end of last year, if I'm being honest. But that's neither here nor there. So now it's time. We're gonna dive into the last side story. I'm gonna do the best with my allergies kicking in and not to kill my throat. Another thing that kind of delayed this stream and also originally delayed the good ending stream was I was trying to get this one or the good ending stream to be a collab episode. Couldn't get it to be a collab episode, so I'm hoping the finale stream will be a collab episode. Because we're gonna be doing a lot of just like minor things on the last episode. If my plan has been correct this entire like DLC playthrough timeline. I had to read that later. Good to know. So yeah, as you can see, we have not touched the game since September 8th. Wait. Oh, I might have went in on September 8th to get the screenshots for that DDLC video I was talking about. But yeah, so as you can see, we have not touched this game since we got Dan Says Hi back on July 30th, so it has been a little bit. But now, with our 48 solid hours of gameplay, it's time to go back in and read the final side story equals. I know I don't have the S in the title, like how most of the titles for side story streams have the entire word capitalized. It just wouldn't make sense to have the S for the title, so that's why it's equal instead of equals for the usage of it in the title. But I claimed it as equals twice in the description, so it obviously, you know, I clarify that, and also it's in the thumbnail, so there's that. But that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is to read the side story. So let's do the thing. Let us do the thing. Loading up Metaverse again. Opening things up. So yeah, I'm fully expecting equals to be an epilogue. I think I said that at the end of self-reflection and maybe even on the end of the good ending stream. But I fully expect this to be an epilogue of sorts. So here we go. Booting up. Logging in again. It's been a hot minute. since I last, you know, booted this up for a video or stream or just in general. I forgot that was our wallpaper, but yeah, I remember I switched to this because this is a really good unlockable that we got last stream. So yeah, we're sitting at 96%. Yeah, I think we have all music. We should have all music. We are almost have all the collectibles. We are missing only 1, 2, 3. Wait, are we only missing 3? It's been a hot minute, chat. I need a minute to refresh. 1, 2, 3. We're only missing 3. We're only missing 3 collectibles. So I have a feeling maybe we're gonna get the last 3 collectibles for pictures. Maybe we'll get another piece of mail from finishing side story. We don't need to do anything with files, because files is just where they need to be. I think I saved a couple times. Yeah, I saved a couple times, I believe. So, yeah, so we don't need to do anything with that. Again, side stories are here. Now, obviously, we go to DLC. It's just going to bring up the Dan Says Hi poem, or paper. I say poem because everything is poetry in this game. But yes, the Dan Says Hi ending. Yeah, see? And its file's corrupted. So yeah. So now, again, we've gone through Trust, which has my favorite track of Hug Energy. Understanding was really good. Respect was a solid one. Balance was great. We had Livy for the balance one, I remember. Reflection, while it had its tech issues, content-wise, was also a good story. And again, Self-Love is up there as one of my top favorites. So now we have equals. Again, they've been various stories between Monica and Sayori, Sayori and Yuri, Sayori and Natsuki, Natsuki and Monica, you know, Monica and Yuri, you know, Natsuki and Yuri. They've all blended together, and now they're coming together for the final story. So let's begin equals. Here we go. Starting out strong. Okay, everyone. We're going to be taking a break from our usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it'd be a good time for us to go over our general direction of the club and all that. I think it'd help us figure out what we'd want to do for the festival, you know? Also, festival talk is being mentioned right at the start of this one, which is crazy. Oh, Sayori and I already came up with a good plan. Really? For the festival? Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are going to be doing food booths. Then we make a map and plan the most efficient routes so we can get most of them before the lines get too long. Hey, that has nothing to do with the club. Well, you had to let me finish. Alright, fine, go on. Right, so basically we go to get all the food we can, then we come back here, and we all eat together. That's all. That sounds like a Sayori thing. Well, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you come up with. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. I would have really preferred to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've all seen any new interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We really get a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We can make time for the food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my god, yes! I was just joking, but that's a really good idea. Aha, well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event demonstration. Everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Oh, how about that? How about this? Let's go around and have each other talk about what's gotten us into the club so far. That we could really help figure out what kind of representation we have to build. Yeah, that's too embarrassing. But you have so much to talk about. That's exactly why. And I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Well, maybe, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it is the literature club, so we gotta talk about stuff together, right? And the only way to get comfortable with it is to suck it up and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like their feelings don't matter. Right? My bad. It's just a habit I need to break. Well, anyways, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first to join after all. Haha. Wouldn't that be me? No, I want to go first. Look at silly Sayori moment again. I'm gonna try and screenshot that. We love our silly Sayori moments. Fine, you can start, I don't mind. Yay! So, gosh, I feel it's so like, it feels so long ago. I think I joined because I want to have fun sharing poems with people. It seems like it would be a really safe way to express myself, you know, like if it's just a poem, then I can share it without feeling like I'm burdening anyone with my problems. And although it was a really good way to get to know each other people too. And I thought it was a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I'm really surprised when I walked in and just found, and it was just Monica. Haha, I see it, your funny game. And she was sleeping. You don't have to remind me of that, oh gosh. Yeah, but seems like so much fun to help start a new club. Especially since writing helped me so much, I wanted to see if it helped other people too. But in the end, but it ended up being me who inspired. Because I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature that I could trust her with anything. There's the mention of trust. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew everything, who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the literature club was going to be a special place for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helps give the club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then you joined, and she was so different from us, and Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little bit. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite. When she wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quick, I never realized really thought about that sort of thing. I really feel like I've gotten better at understanding people's different needs. I read that too fast. But there's understanding, and that makes me really happy because my friends are just the most important things to me. And whenever a new member we get, I want to help them in these ways too. I don't know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find other people who were into fantasy, I suppose. That was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I had such different energies. I had a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with, so when Sayori tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting her time. I think I was so naive to assume that similar interest was the key that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Sarah and I were friends because she always thinks about the needs of others, people. That's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. You really went above and beyond when it came to that. It was super impressive. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who was easily liked by others, like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent out my own behaviors and all the wrong things that I've said. But the whole time, I should have been thinking about other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. And I also discovered that sometimes it's better to communicate. I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than I speak. So it's so strange that the way things turned out is so different, far different from anything I would have ever expected. But I'm happy. I suppose we wouldn't have always known what we really needed. Oh my gosh, you're so cute that I'm gonna throw. Okay, please don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that my line? You are forgiven. Look, like only Monica was would be getting cupcakes. Looks like Monica's the only one that's gonna get cupcakes next time. No, I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, true. Only Yuri can. Hey. Anyways, anyways, I'm just putting off talking. It's kind of hard to talk about stuff, but I guess when it comes down to it, is that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. And that's because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendships going on outside of the club. Honestly, it was really painful to go through. Having to cut them out, it still hurts to think about. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It's fine. I knew it was for the best, and I was right. I guess for me, it's all about feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing was just to ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that it's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that's thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings even when I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Natsuki's voice chokes a little. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me and I could never do anything in return. That's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you. I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own ideas of what literature was supposed to be. Apparently, that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worthy of respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay. Natsuki wipes her eyes. You helped me a lot too. It's so much fun having you around. And you helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't mean you're needy or inconsiderate. Inconsiderate? No, they were or inconvenience. I mean that there's some things that need to be better for you, and you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't have changed anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say, so Monica, you can go now. There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyways, because it's made such a big difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made mistakes multiple times, thinking that my way was the best for everyone, or thinking that I needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, and that the best thing you can do is to help guide people rather than to do everything for them. We're all good people. We are all equals. There's the title. I need to stop screenshotting stuff, but there's the title. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of the club. Realizing what that really means. Sayori, what are you doing? I just thought that we could be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in her hand, Sayori writes the word trust on a chalkboard. First side story, trust. Just because you showed me that I could always trust you with everything about me, not just my good side. Suddenly, Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. She writes, understanding. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so difficult for me to express myself. In that case, Monica takes a piece of chalk and writes the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club to make me realize that there was more to it than I thought. And I'm a better person because of it. I have another one. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna plug my laptop in real quick, fellas. I just don't need to have to get up during an important bit of the story, so I'm going to do it before we get to the next reference to the next side story. Anyways, I have another one. Sayori writes, balance. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, or they need time before they are ready to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me. Yuri writes, reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think it's the most important one for me. That's great. We have a whole list of things now. Suddenly, everyone turns to Natsuki. Well, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that. Jeez. You could have just asked. Monica hands her piece of chalk to Natsuki. Then Natsuki sighs and writes, self-love, baby. I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but I feel like things are at least on the right track. So, there's my contribution, words. English. I've always struggled to read the words in this game. Contribution. There we go. Whatever. Together, everyone stares at the words on the board. Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? It is. We all do a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Funny that that's the intro track that we used today. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey. Let's all take a picture together. We don't have one yet, right? Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me afterwards. Well, can I at least brush my hair first or something? Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together so I can fit you all in. Okay. Okay, everyone, ready? And click. I'm really glad we talked about all this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah. No, not Otto. I've had so many happy thoughts. I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting so much I'm getting some real good inspiration for a poem. You know what? You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. The 4 members of the Literature Club disperse and return to their desk, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance, then start writing immediately. Sayori stretches and then does the same. But Monica is left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. Just move your hand. Monica mouths to herself. Right the way into your heart. Right the way into your heart. Her mind full of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monica navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, just that it's something new. Oh, I would actually should have screenshot that if I was going to do something different. And I think the intro song's kicking in. Doki Literature Club Plus! We get the other credits for this game. Written and directed by Dan Salvato. We've reached the end of the side story, people. This is definitely the epilogue, because it has credits. The Team Salvato team. Credits to them. This is such a lovely credit scene. I like the one for the base game, but this feels fitting for the plus credits. It's very different, but still fitting. And we got Hug Energy representation in here. We love Hug Energy. Again, shout out to everyone who has worked on this game, or worked on this game. You all are very talented people. Very, very talented people. All the CGs from side stories are appearing, which is fantastic. That's still part of the same. That's still part of the same CG, but I like that because of how this is formatted. You know, you have it on different angles, and that's the balanced CG. Yeah, that's the other half. Fan translation support. Interesting. That's I think it's reflection. The console porting team. Since I had a Switch port, I had to thank you guys. There's self-love. Thank you, dear player, for enjoying our stories of friendship and literature. Made with love by Team Salvato. And there we go. The final CG. I've been scratching a lot today, but it's fine. The final CG. An achievement! Achievement unlocked! Friendship and literature! Finish all the side stories. I forgot that was a Steam achievement. So now I just realized we did not have all the music, because now we have story, of friendship and literature. I forgot that we did not have that unlocked. And pictures. The CGs. Everyone say cheese and everyone make a funny face. We have both of those. I'm still missing one collectible though. That's crazy. I'm missing a single collectible. And also, surprisingly, no new mail. Files look the same. Well, except for the internals that we still haven't figured out how to crack yet. But yeah, that's all the side stories. They're all read. They've all been read. DLC is done. No, we are 2% away from finishing the game, fellas. We have reached the end. I'm gonna probably switch back to what I have it as, because like this feels like, yeah, it's gonna. That actually does not feel like it gets cut off. I thought something was gonna get cut off there. That is such a beautiful CG. And I also love this track. I think we gotta switch it to the funny face one though. Cause that just feels accurate to these guys. Give them funny faces. Yuri's got a mustache. We stand the Yuri mustache. So wow. That was a lot shorter than the rest of them, but obviously it normally took us like almost 48 minutes to read one half of a regular side story anyways, so I guess that adds up. But to be 2% away means that there is a couple more things to do in this game, and I know for a fact what is kind of still left on the table. So we're gonna talk about that in just a minute. I'm gonna let the track finish. Then I'm gonna get more water, because again, I need to just make sure my throat doesn't get too dry as I get into a nice big talking bit. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna switch things. I'm just gonna let the music player play. And when I come back, we got some talking to do. So I will be right back. I'll leave you guys with the music, and we're gonna go from there. Because this might be a shorter episode than I anticipated, but I'll be right back. Hello everybody, I've returned with a nice full glass of water, some more, just so I can go about doing the discussing we got to do. So, as I clear my throat, so let's have a talk. So, I do know what comes next and what needs to be done to fully achieve 100%. And it involves the music player with one of these tracks in the player. And you may remember I've talked about this quite a few times on the series as a whole, that I want to make a custom playlist in game of my top favorite DDLC tracks from the entire playthrough. And that is still on the table. It's going to be what we're going to do. You also obviously still have a single unlockable to get, which I was not expecting to still need to get one more, but here we are. But and obviously there's the mail, which I honestly thought we were going to get one more for finishing a full read of the side stories. We got the achievement, which I kind of spaced out on for a minute. And obviously we have the internals. You guys know over the last like several-ish streams, maybe a little less, we were going through all of these and we were noting down each folder that had an odd file in it. Now my issue is I gotta figure out how to open each file, and I would kind of like to look at each of them before we end the series. So that involves me to do some deep diving, because I'm going to have to set my computer time to very specific points in time to get them to work. So that's been another thing I've been trying to think about for this ending, is I gotta do the time to what's probably going to be Googling or looking up a Steam guide to see if anyone figured out how to open every secret file in the game. And, do that. There's also the fact, like I said, that I know there's one more thing that is going to get us to the 100% mark to do. And that is something that probably will only take a couple minutes. And we could do that theoretically right now, and this could just be the end. But I do want to try and figure out how to look at all the files, because I feel like if we read all the files and we do a whole I wouldn't say lore stream, but if we had a deep dive of all the secret files and we had a good understanding, hold on, we make it like everything's back to the beginning of the game. This is how the game started for us. So if we have a nice meta view of this being a game on a computer, it would be good to fully realize everything, and for me to also kind of recap and review my overall thoughts of the entire game. I also would as a small bonus video for the entire Let's Play series, because there's been a couple videos related to it, I want to show you guys all the progress I did on my Switch playthrough, because I only ever did one singular DDLC Plus playthrough on Switch. So I want to show off my save file for that, so if I ever choose to go back in 100% Switch port at some point, I can have documented recording of this is what I did for my Switch playthrough. So, okay. So to kind of lay everything out, I see there being only one more stream and one more major video that I want to try and get out for this before I can fully say I've finished reading and doing everything DDLC Plus has to offer and getting the 100% in game and on Steam. So the big matter is that I don't think I'm going to be able to do that right here, right now, before the end of 2025, because as I've stated time and time again, especially with my allergies going to be kicking in on and off throughout this month because we're getting the colder temperatures, you know, as they are right now. There's going to be a lot on my plate with Let's Plays and videos to get out. So that's why I wanted this to be the ending of side stories. So we had like this nice roundabout way of side stories. Because every side story was like its own episode with like, either there was like an extra bit of me looking at the files, or we were just talking at the end, and we didn't really do anything. We didn't really do anything with the main game. I want this to feel like that, where we just did the side story, and I end the stream after like, you know, an extra few minutes of like looking at our unlockables and talking about the side story. Because I still haven't like fully like given you guys my overall thoughts of Equals as a whole. And every side story beforehand, because you guys saw my reaction while I was reading it. You know, I was getting really hyped when all the references were being said. But I want to give you guys my breakdown. So, Equals. This is 100% an epilogue to everything. And it is one of the most satisfying epilogues, I have to say, for the side stories, because not only does it call back to every side story beforehand, with everyone telling about their time at the club, again, from trust, understanding, respect, balance, reflection, self-love, with everything getting like verbally mentioned, between everything being verbally mentioned to, you know, just like everyone's like explanation of like why they've stuck in the club and how it's helped them grow as a person, really cements how very different the side stories are compared to base DDLC, where all the horror stuff happens. Because you get to really see these characters for who they are through the side stories, without having to have Monica every 2 minutes be like, delete this, change this line of dialogue, have the player character see something horrific. You get to see them for what they are, where Monica isn't so self-aware, and it's honestly a very wholesome, like, start to finish. Like, you could read all of these in a single stream if you were able to, like, if you did like a full like stream just the side stories start to finish. You could read all of these back to back and have like a full understanding of every character, from their like outside of school life to like, you know, their personal problems to who they are. It's all really great, and that's why I really love Trust. Trust has like, is the beginning of it all. It has hug energy. It has that amazing scene with Monica and Sayori. But everything else that snowballs from it, with Yuri showing up to Natsuki and everything else in between, it's so great. And that's why I really love Self-Love, because that one took us out of the classroom way more than like it usually does, just to give you guys a better understanding of the characters. And that's why Equals is such a great conclusion and epilogue to the side stories. So yeah, with that being said, again, we have so many collectibles here. A lot of these collectibles are very cute and memorable. The poems, you know, to the CGs. Again, I like that the final one got 2. Because all the side story CGs are fantastic, but this one having a serious and a silly one, I feel like, you know, adds to the wholesomeness of Equals. And all the secret poems. I really want to know what the final sketch is going to be, because obviously we have all these other sketches. And there's the one that we had a bit ago. But I really wonder what the final sketch is going to be. And I know it's gonna. I feel like the final sketch is gonna unlock at 100%, and it's gonna be a very big, you know, CG. No, not CG, but sketch. I forgot that we also have a schedule of the protagonist. I'm honestly, maybe I'll use the protagonist in the final thumbnail. That might feel fitting. Because I know I used this for the thumbnail, and the protagonist is in this one. But have like his face visible from the sketch might be worth adding for like the final thumbnail. So yeah, it's really wonderful. This game, for like my nearly 3 long years, going into another technically for 4 years when I finish this up at the beginning of next year, it's gonna be a good game. It always is a good game, and that's why every time the game is just randomly on sale while I'm streaming, because at the time I chose to stream it. That's why I always say you guys should get the game. I know the original game is technically free, and I want to talk about that in a minute. And again, I know this game is free technically, but all of this that comes with Plus is definitely worth picking up, whether it's the full price or it's on sale. So that's why this game is so great. The writing is fantastic. The story beats, the character growth and development, it's all so there, and it's also real sometimes too. That's the thing. They also tackle real life issues. That's why the warning system is there, and it does it so well. Whether it's the side stories or even if it is some of the horrific stuff from base game, it is so wonderful. So, with that, I leave you with a brief tease. This episode is short, and it's probably one of the shortest streams ever. Maybe I could even record this one, but I need to keep the stream format going. I leave you with a tease of what song is going to get us to 100%. And it's probably not going to be in the way you expect it to. Why will Candy Hearts get us to where I need to go? You'll find out next time. And again, the finale stream. We're gonna make my top out of these 26 tracks. We're gonna pick like my top. I don't know how many. I don't want to say the whole list. So like maybe, I think 13 is half of 26. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna pick my top 13 for the playlist, and you guys will see what that will be in due time. We're going to pick one final wallpaper next time, too. For right now, I'm going to leave it as the silly photo. I'm sure we're going to get one more piece of mail, because all this has been very cryptic about the Metaverse team. And again, it's been very interesting. And again, we're not restarting. We are at the end, so there's no more point in restarting. We have the Eternals to figure out, which I'm going to be figuring out off stream. Again, and now we're done with these. The only thing I would come back to is maybe I would show like a friend or family some of the side stories, because this game is phenomenal with the writing. So that's it. After the final stream, I probably won't be playing DLC Plus on Steam anymore. I'll probably play it through my Switch port, except if I ever go around and beat it again. But for right now, yeah. And I do want to say one thing about the original DDLC, because I obviously did add it to my library because it's free. My plan for the original DDLC, once I finish the last final uploads for Plus, I'm going to wait a good few years, and I want to play the original DLC just to see if, not only if I still love it for what it is, but I also want to see if I will get jump scared, because that one will not have the warning systems. I want to see if I will actually get the DLC horror experience from the original. So we will have to wait and see. But for right now, we're gonna go look at our Steam. We're gonna look at our new achievement and the millions of screenshots I took, and we're gonna see how long I've been playing the game for. We might reach 50 hours by the next stream, or just a little over. And I would honestly be satisfied with that. Look at Steam. And also with this being a little shorter, I get to conserve more energy because you guys will hopefully be getting a... No, I won't want to say hopefully. There is supposed to be a planned Pizza Sim stream tomorrow, and that should go through, all according to plan. We are one achievement away, guys, from 100% on Steam and 100% in-game. Friendship and literature. Finish all the side stories. Achieved today, December 3rd. Last achievement will be breakthrough. Getting 100% data collection. Friendship and literature. And all the screenshots we got along the way. All the silly moments. I'll actually clear that out in due time. I still need 2 of those. But all the silly moments, all the quotable moments. It's all here. All in one place. For my 48.3 hours. My 77 whole screenshots. We're just gonna take a peek at this for a minute too before we wrap up. Again, we have the poems. We have special thanks to SMDJ. Whoops. We have our thanks for playing text from Sayori. I forgot. Oh, okay, this might be the background of the final thumbnail. I forgot about this. I forgot I screenshotted that. I forgot I had the jump scare screen too. I'm not gonna use the jump. I don't really be used for the jump scare screen anymore. I forgot I had that beautiful background saved. That's gonna probably be the final thumbnail. We have the blue screen. We have all this that was from other thumbnails, other silly moments. Stuff from other scenes. We have all the secret stuff. And the first few screenshots from the very beginning of our playthrough. So, lots of stuff we've collected along our way. So there we go. 48.3 hours, which will probably be boosted to nearly 50 hours by the next stream. So with that, if you have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, subscribe, very much appreciated. Hit the bell to be notified when I come back to do more Doki Literature Club Plus on the channel. This game is so wonderful. The final epilogue was wonderful. And I guess it's a good thing I'm wrapping up stream, because apparently I'm dropping frames. I shouldn't be, but I am. Wait, why am I dropping frames? I don't know why. I should not have been dropping frames. So hold on just a second there for a minute. Let me reopen Steam for one more second, because I don't remember. I don't know if any of that was cut off. We were just looking at our screenshots. Again, all the different silly moments. This background I definitely don't feel like I gotta use for the final thumbnail. Again, stuff that I got for other thumbnails, more silly moments. Wait, hold on. Did I not? You tell. I thought I didn't save my my actual name. I might have to go personally screenshot that from the original streams. I thought I screenshotted myself, like how I have it here with SMDJ. I swear I had Monica and Dylan saved too. I'll have to go back and screenshot that. But I will go over all my thoughts again on the. But yeah, we're dropping frames for some reason. I guess it's a good place to be stopping. So I'm glad we got the story done before we start having tech issues. So I should be around tomorrow for Pizza Sim's 8th anniversary, but it's not really a special per se. It's just the continuation of doing blacklisted stuff. So, but I'm gonna go now. So if you have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, subscribe, very much appreciated. Hit Hit the bell, be notified when I come back to do more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus on the channel, because it will be back in 2026 for its grand finale, and I hopefully make that one a collab. And until next time, though, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you guys on the flip side. It's outro time. I'm going to go take it easy so my allergies can be under control for tomorrow's Pizza Sim stream. And I'm going to figure out why I started dropping frames again. Yippee! See you guys soon for something else. It's outro time. And once again, I love this game. It's fantastic. And I can't wait to 100% it at the beginning of next year. See you guys next time. Bye-bye!